No, and one thing that I certainly value with you being around my son, well, there's many things that I value, Dan, about your input in AJ's life, but I think that one of the top things that I truly appreciate about you is that you are trying your best to instill in my child a sense of patriotism, a sense of love of country. I know that Virginia was helping AJ to learn all his states and capitals so that he can at least understand and know where all these states are and know who we are as a country. And she's done a lot with him with the history of the states. But you really have a driven sense about you that you want AJ to understand that this is our country, and you've got to fight to protect the rights because as a soldier, once a soldier, always a soldier. As a soldier, you have a sense of duty, even though you're retired. You still feel a sense of honor and duty to this country, and you're trying your very best to pass that on to my child. And I really appreciate that because you're not going to get that in the public schools.
No, not everything needs to be violent. There's ways to do it without violence, but no matter what avenues are taken, preferred nonviolent. The point being is you can't defend what you can't read or you don't know. So learn it, know it, at least read it and understand it.
And is it my understanding, or am I just making this up in my head? Aren't they trying to erase, the public schools are trying to erase some of our history and not teach our children?
Yes. In my opinion, from the things I've seen, yes. They're trying to teach what... They're not teaching the history, the real history of what our country was founded on, what it stood for. Like I said, all of our history ain't pretty.
No.
It's not pretty for anybody because nobody's perfect. But our history is what it is, and we can't change that history. But what we can do with that history is prevent the bad history from being repeated and try to do nothing but moving this country, continuing moving it forward. However that may need to be done, the better for our children, the better for our families, the better for our nation.
Dan, you are a real patriot. Just because you have officially been retired on paper, that does not really amount to a hill of beans, if that's the expression, because I know that you truly are a patriot at heart, and you, when you took your oaths, you're going to take them to the grave.